is ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
49-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Up the middle they go. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
2nd and 6.
At the Bills' 34-yard line.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On first down, Glenn. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lindsey. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
45-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Off play action. Lindsey. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
7 yards.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 7.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Able to slither by. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shoves him away. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
now 5. Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
There's the stiff arm. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bishop taken down at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. And they'll get this down to the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Lindsey. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a handoff up the middle. Glenn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Johnson on the return. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches.
Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Lindsey. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bishop. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Bills first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Operating from the gun, Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Visitors 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And the first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 4th down.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Here's third and 9. Looking to throw. Lindsey. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run on first down. Glenn. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go. Glenn. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. This is 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his.
That's a gain of
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Lindsey. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action. Lindsey. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are looking good here. The season openers are able to extend their lead.
Number one, to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Next to score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. In motion goes the tight end. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
127 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run, and everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
visitors 10.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. For right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Here's second and 8.
The Bills' 49-yard line.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
A gain of 17 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
17 yards.
He'll look to throw.
Chicago.
A short one there, caught by Warren. So the completion good for just 3.
Tyler Warren.
And that'll bring up second down.
3. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He'll try to pick it up himself. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. Oh, it shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. side. Bishop. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Buffalo, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.